What's up everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're doing Am I the hole? Reddit, I've been watching Alpha TV all week because I've been kinda ill. So I missed a few days of school. So this is what he does. And it seemed like a good idea to do. New video on the channel. Just wanna start off apologising that I've not been posting at all. I was away and then ill and all that. I'm doing this drawing. I started it just like an hour or two ago. It's just a A320. It's going alright, you know. It's going alright. But yeah, let's get into it. So this one is: Am I the? My parents are forcing me to pay for my brother's grad school using money they never told me about. I've and they are 30 and female, been financially independent since graduating college. I worked practically full time while studying, recently paid off my student loans on my own, and just started saving to buy a home. I didn't apply to grad school because I couldn't afford it, and my parents made it pretty clear growing up that we needed to stand on our own after high school. My brother, 22 male, is honestly a genius. He worked really hard in school, got full academic ride to a great state school, and graduated with honours. I'm so proud of him. The problem now is he recently got into an extremely prestigious grad school that would open a lot of doors for him. He was hoping for scholarships or a paid internship to cover most of it, but it's not enough. Now he's facing tuition and housing costs in one of the most expensive cities in the country. My parents asked if I could help out and suggested I contribute around 15 grand to get him through the first year. They'd match it, and he'd take loans for the rest. I said no. I've been working for over a decade on my own goals, and I'm just now starting to save for a house. I don't feel comfortable putting that on hold, especially when I had to turn down my opportunities because there's no help available to me. During the conversation, my mum got frustrated and said they'd be using my other fund to help him instead. I asked what she meant, and she said they set aside 25 grand for me back when I was in college, meant to be used for a future wedding. I was completely blindsided. I had no idea this fund existed. I've asked why I wasn't told about it when I was considering grad school, or now while I'm saving for a home. She said it was always intended for a wedding, not school or property. And since I needed it, I haven't needed it. I'm not engaged or in a relationship. They decided to give it to my brother because he has a more immediate need. I'm not gonna lie, I never got a chance to make a case for how I could have used that money, and now it's just being handed over to someone else. I told them I felt hurt and left out. My mum said I was being unfair and that the money was never promised, and if I didn't want it for a wedding, then it made sense to use it for something meaningful. My brother told me he didn't know about the wedding fund either, and he understands why I'd be upset, but he said he didn't ask for it. He just wants to go to school and thought we were all trying to support each other. I know my brother worked hard and isn't trying to take anything from me, but I can't help but feel like my parents are punishing me for being practical. Well, this is interesting because, in my honest opinion, you're not the poo hole. Um, it's your parents' money. You're allowed to be angry that A, your parents didn't tell you you had this fund, and B, that it is your fund, and they've even told you at the bottom used specifically for a wedding, not school or property, and they're using it for the brother's school. Um, so yeah, that would definitely annoy me. They haven't really done anything wrong apart from being annoyed. So I was saying no, they are not. Let's have a look at what everyone else says. Uh, yeah, those are really sexist expectations. If they wanted to financially support you, they could give you the choice of using the funds for education, or travel, a home, or a wedding. That's what I've done with my daughters, who I've been saving for since they were born. But despite being in and uh, it is their choice how they spend their money, and it's presumably still their money rather than an account in your name. So in practice, was telling you that it was your money in the same move that they snatched it away from you. Yeah, that is basically what I said, and I couldn't really agree with that more. I'm sorry. There's it for you. Sorry, it's zoomed in, so I can't really see what you're saying. Uh, right, let's go on to the next one. I've gotten this one, and it's very interesting. Am I the hole for telling my dad that if he didn't shape up, my mom was gonna leave him? So I found the return post to it, so and I had a link to the first post, so why not? Hello everyone. I posted this on another subreddit, but I figured I might as well post it over here too. I've never posted on Reddit before, so sorry if this goes against guidelines or anything. For context, I'm a 16-year-old girl, and my dad is a 57-year-old man. I love my parents a lot, actually, I'm gonna mind. But I'm so grateful for all the things, and I'm grateful for all the things they do provide for me. However, me and my dad have always had a bit of a strange relationship. He's not very good at communicating, and sometimes I feel like I can't talk to him about anything. This does bother me, but the real issue is, what am I doing? Um, our house is in our house is that mum does everything. Every day she makes dinner, does dishes, laundry, etc. On top of this, she recently started remotely working full time again, and she is currently going back to college to get a master's degree. Fair. I do everything I can to help her out, but I can only do so much. My dad works full time and that's it. Never does any chores or helps around the house at all. He does work a labour heavy job, and I understand it's tiring, but he could at least give our dog a bath or make dinner for himself or something. Both me and my mum have said it many times that we want him to help around the house, and he always says he will, but he never does anything. He did the dishes a couple of times, but he didn't do it thoroughly enough, and there was still food on them, so my mum had to rewash them. I've honestly gotten so tired of this, as it's been going on for years. Well, here is where I might be the. This happened 3 days ago. My mum was in class that night. My mum was in class that night. She hadn't got an opportunity to do the laundry yet, and there was a basket of dirty clothes in my parents' room. My dad offhandedly remarked, "Gee, there sure was a lot of dirty clothes laying around." This made there sure are a lot of dirty clothes laying around. Yeah, that didn't make sense to me. This made me really annoyed. I told him that he was a grown man and if he wanted to clean clothes, he could do a load of laundry himself. My dad looked surprised at this and told me to calm down. I have a tendency of speaking harshly to people when irritated, and this was unfortunately one of those moments. So I told him that I swear to God, if you don't shape up and start doing some actual work around here, Mum is gonna want a divorce. I knew immediately I shouldn't have said it, and he left the room looking really angry. Not sure if it's relevant, but he's been married 2 times before my mum. I've told my mum about this, and she says that while he should do more work, what I said was really mean, and the divorce comment was completely unnecessary. Understandable. When my dad got home from work the next day, I tried to apologise, but he completely ignored me and just went outside. It's been 3 days, and he hasn't said a word to me. Even though I've tried to say sorry multiple times, my house is now already tense since my dad is also mad at my mum because he thinks she wants to get a divorce. I feel horribly horrible, but honestly, deep down, I still agree with the comment I said to him. So am I the? Well, jeez, this is a situation and a half. In my opinion, it says here everyone voted on the arsehole. Um, the comment was unnecessary, but it should be a switch flicked on for him to put some effort in. Um, he should be doing work around the house, especially if she's doing work. She's 16. She's got GCSEs. I'm not sure if they have in America, which I'm guessing it is because she said G. And she said mom. Uh, she's got to study. She shouldn't be doing everything around the house. The mom shouldn't be doing everything around the house. The dad needs to put in some work. Um, the divorce comment was unnecessary. I agree with the mom in the last paragraph, but if he doesn't turn on, then maybe, yeah. You're not the asshole for acting how you acted because you're angry. You're just angry. So he said it, and it's a completely fair thing to say. So now let's read up the follow up. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone. Hey, it's just returns. Wait a second. Sorry. Yeah, there we are. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone on my post who commented about their opinions on why I was or wasn't. Everyone was very kind and you all gave great feedback. The verdict on my post ended up being not the a-hole. Though, I could just say that instead. Though a lot of people said it wasn't my place to speak on behalf of my mum like that. After thinking about it, I agree. After thinking about it, I agree. My dad was being a jerk, but I really shouldn't have put words in my mum's mouth. Now, after the update, about 2 days after I had posted on there, my parents sat me down and said they wanted to talk. I was prepared to get the lecture about how what I said was out of line, but that's not what happened. Apparently, the reason my dad had gotten so upset at the comment I made was that it hit a little too close to home. It turns out my dad had been cheating on my mum for about a year with one of his co-workers, and my mum found out a few months ago. The reason she went back to work was because she needed financial independence to get divorced. They said they hadn't been planning on telling me, but since my dad decided I was mature enough to know the truth and that I deserved to know, they said they would probably be separated by the end of the year. This situation was completely out of the left field, to be honest, because while my dad might not have been the best at doing the dishes, and I thought that he would have an affair, my dad has talked to me about how he was so sorry for what he's been doing, and that he hoped I didn't view him differently. I would view him differently. I've tried to be kind and not say any more unnecessary comments, but I did let him know that I was really disappointed in him. I needed to get out of the house, so I've been staying with my friend for the past couple of days and processing everything. So while what I said to him might have been, it resulted in me finding the truth about what was going on, so I'm kind of glad. I'm sorry that this update isn't the happiest at everything, but overall I'm doing okay. Thank you again to everyone who commented on my post. I appreciate it a lot. Damn, that took a twist. I did not expect that. Yeah. Is my camera really dirty? I don't know. I look really white. Not in a racial way. Just like the whole thing looks really white. I could just be going blind. Um. Damn. Jeez. Good in interrogation skills. Yeah, definitely not the. Yeah. Next one. Well, we'll probably do one, two more. We'll do like a 20-minute video. This one looks exciting, so let's have a look. Yeah, this is the whole thing. Am I the a-hole for refusing to attend my sister's wedding or give a gift after she invited my ex but excluded my wife? My 32-year-old female sister. Oh, me, who I'm 23 and female. My sister, who is 28 and female, is getting married in a few weeks. She recently sent out the official invites, and while I was included, female, my 30-year-old female wife was not. When I asked about it, my sister told me the decision was intentional. She said she wants her wedding to be as peaceful as possible, and that she doesn't feel comfortable having my wife there. For context, my wife and sister have never gotten along particularly well. There's no major incident or explosive history, just mutual dislike and a few passive aggressive exchanges over the years. That said, my wife has always been respectful at family greetings, and I've never seen her act out. What makes this worse, though, is that my ex-girlfriend, whom I dated for 4 years before meeting my wife, is invited. My sister remained friends with her after we broke up six years ago. I didn't love it, but I never made an issue of it. Still, it's incredibly hurtful to see that my sister would rather include someone from my past, someone I haven't spoken to in years, over the person I've chosen to build a life with. I told my sister that I wasn't comfortable attending under these circumstances, and that I wouldn't be sending a wedding gift either. I don't know. I said if she doesn't recognize my wife as part of the family, then she shouldn't expect me to play along with the celebration as if everything is fine. She accused me of being petty and trying to punish her for setting boundaries. My parents have called to say I'm overreacting and that I should just go and keep the peace. Too many people say you should just keep the peace. Like it's all on all loads of these posts, just keep the peace. Oh, that's just what the parents say. To me, this feels like more than a disagreement, it feels like a fundamental lack of respect for my marriage. But the family seems to think I'm making it about me. Am I the a-hole for refusing to attend the wedding and declining to give a gift because of how my wife has been treated? In my opinion, no. Um, why are you still friends with her ex? Like, alright, be friends with her ex. Fair's for holding a 6-year friendship. Well, surely you should go for it. It's fair's for holding a 10-year friendship, bro. That's difficult. Um, but with an ex, bro. Like, invite them if you're close friends, obviously. And if your sister's wife is literally no, your was it? Is he the brother? I'm no. Oh no, they're female. I knew they were female. I don't know why I said that. The sister's wife is literally it's confused too many sisters. The sister who is writing this wife is the sister who wedding it is pretty much a sister-in-law. So bro, that's like family, bro. I don't have a mutual disrespect, but Come on, pal. Yeah, let's see what everyone else said about this. Um, your ex is single. Yeah, everyone's just saying NTA. Um, bro, there's not really any comments saying it, but it says not the a-hole up here, and the first comment I said not the a-hole. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, here we go. This is a stepmom post. Like stepmom's mother-in-law, they'll get bad. My wedding is later this month. My wife to be and I would like to take photos of many configurations of family members, and it would mean a lot of us if at least one of those photos was just the two of us and each of our biological parents. 1.7k judging me right now. Jeez, that's gonna help my social anxiety. My parents divorced over 10 years ago when I was in college. My dad remarried, but my mum has not. I love my dad, but feel zero affection for my stepmom. I never have. She did not raise me and has only made life difficult for me. My mum and my sister, however, for me, my mum and my sister, however, I love my dad and I've accepted that if I want to maintain a relationship with him, that I have to tolerate. I have no choice but to tolerate her, which is a mature decision. I have told my dad about the bio parents only. That sounds like they're biodegradable. Photo that I want to take at the upcoming wedding. And he told me that that his wife was being weird about that and refused to allow such photos to be taken. Refusing to allow, mate. You can't refuse to allow. It's not your place to allow or refuse. But that he would talk to her and see if he could change her mind. He called me back today and informed me that my stepmom absolutely refuses to allow my dad to appear in any photo of his ex-wife if she isn't also part of it. She thinks that people will think they're still married, and that for me to even suggest such a thing is rude and disrespectful to her. Apparently, she had prolonged expli ex failed I don't know what that means, so I'm not gonna say it. Arguments with my dad over the idea that he could ever think of not taking her side on this. I don't think what I am asking Thor, Thor, for I don't think I'm asking for anything unreasonable at all, and I think she's the one who is being selfish and disrespectful. I'm not excluding her family from photo, and I'm not excluding her. I'm so sorry. My mouth's really dry. I'm not excluding her entirely from photos. She will be in many photos that day, but she is not my biological mother. And given how she has treated me and the rest of my family over the past decade, she should frankly be thankful that she was invited at all. All I want is one photo with my own parents on my wedding day. The one day in my life where I would hope that my fiance and I should get the final say. My fiance and her parents are completely on my side. She is upset and shocked that this is a conflict at all, which so am I. Today we had a call with the four of us, me, my fiance, my dad, and my stepmom. On this call, my dad firmly said that he refused to. Oh my goodness, bro, get a backbone, mate. Refused to appear in any photo of my mum without his wife beside him. My stepmom told me that I know it's your day, but you need to think about how you make other people feel. She told my fiance, who's from another country, that in America this is considered rude. That is rude to say. My fiance tearfully argued with them, said nothing that I disagree with, honestly. The call ended with my dad saying, "Let us know if you still want us to come to the wedding." Damn. Is this still on? Yeah. Am I the a-hole for thinking my stepmom is being completely unreasonable and that my dad has let me down by siding with his wife over his own son on his wedding day? You are not the a-hole I saw here. Uh, that is one insecure stepmom. They've been together a decade, which means 10 years. The more you know. I know that because I don't think they would have been married for 100 years. So no. If she's still insecure after being married 10 years, then bro, get a life. Um, and the dad siding with her. It's your wife, but it's your son, daughter. It doesn't say. It's your child's wedding. Like it's their moment. It's not. It's not your moment. It's not your wife's moment. It's their moment. What they want should go. And they're not even being unreasonable and asking for her, as I say, not to come or no photos with her. They're asking for one photo, which isn't much to ask. So definitely NTA. People should agree. Yeah, and he doesn't. Oh, I think he does. I don't know, man. But yeah, they agree. I think. So let's find one more. Last. I was just scrolling through. I found this one. It's the only one I said I found a hole. So let's go for it. Am I the a hole for telling my disabled neighbour on welfare that I won't help her with getting to a medical appointment? So I have a friendly neighbour. Let's just remember that bit. That lives with her two adult sons. They're all just trying to get by. The three of them share one car, usually in use by one of the sons to get to work. My neighbour is disabled and needs to occasionally go to medical appointments. Usually she transports herself there or give or her kids give her a ride, but sometimes work schedules prevent her from accessing the shared car. Our city isn't very bus friendly either, and my neighbour can't stand for more than 20 minutes at a time, so busing is an option but very hard. I am also unemployed, layoff, but I don't exactly have free time. I've been applying for. Can you still see this? Yeah, a job. I've been applying to jobs like it's a full-time job and in and of in and of itself. I will occasionally help her with picking up something up or being dropped off, picking up something up or being dropped off 5 minutes away. My neighbour asked me last month to drive her to a medical appointment, which was 15 minutes away, so already 30 minutes of my time, which is generous already in my opinion. She didn't tell me that she needed a ride home until the end of the day, and I needed to therefore wait 45 to 60 minutes until her appointment was done. This now took 2 hours out of my morning that I could have used for resume and cover letter writing, or even just as simply life stuff. I didn't, I really didn't appreciate not being told this portion when I'm already going out of my way. I was able to bring my laptop to work in the car, but I'm seriously peed off about the undisclosed info, and this feels like a huge overreach of time, and that my generosity was taken advantage. Because who is going to say yes to sitting around waiting for someone's turn in sluggish healthcare system? I told her something along the lines of, "Hey, so I wasn't told I'd be waiting for your medical appointment to finish, and I don't have that kind of time." And she scoffed at me, ranted about her disability, ranted, bro, that's just rude to say, about her disability and welfare situation and how hard it is to not have a village. Don't know what that means. And basically called me privileged because I'm a white collar professional and homeowner. That my 2 hours isn't really an inconvenience compared to what she's going through, and that I'm foolish for thinking that dropping her off wouldn't include waiting and picking her up. I feel like she's just being ridiculous. Yes, I can technically make the time work, but like how she can technically get her sons to take time off work or ride the bus. But am I really supposed to show up for people in her circumstances this way? Definitely they are. Right, multiple things. If someone asks you to take them, assume you're picking them up. And if you're picking them up, you can wait for them, or you could not. You could go somewhere else, you know. Don't take me to external light. Got it. Um, yeah, just if you're taking someone, just assume you're picking them up. Also, the way you said that she ranted, uh, like just the she said it was friendly neighbor as well. I think, yeah, friendly neighbor. Um, and also you're not working. You said you're unemployed. No offense. So you're just doing what you would do at home, not at home. You're getting some fresh air, if anything, bro. I feel like it's unnecessary to be so angry about it. I don't think that you are for being annoyed, but I will say that someone saying you can take me to it does imply both directions. See, um, any more. Uh, you might answer. No, you're not obligated to disable. Yeah, you can say no, but if you said yes, you said yes. Shouldn't have given you all the details, but I don't agree that she's not taking advantage. It's a one time thing. Not a one time thing, but it's like she doesn't ask often, as you said. It doesn't read you being generous at all. Generous would be if you offered to help her, but you didn't offer. She asked, and it sounds like you begrudgingly agreed. And if you didn't want to help her, you could just say no in the first place. I understand that you are currently looking for a new job, and it sounds you've already put a large amount of resumes, but our sons are actually going to work. See, that's what I'm saying, making money for what sounds like an already low income household. Could set them back even further. Yeah, I didn't. I said some of that, but yeah. Another episode of this coming soon. Peace.